In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add multiple themes with animations in your website using CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. This is very simple and a lot of fun. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so here I have created a very simple demo website. In the HTML, we have a container that has a navbar, a hero section, and a div with a class of theme. Inside that, we have 3 buttons. Each of them has a class of theme select, which are these 3 buttons here. You will have your own website with your own content and you will be able to implement this no problem. And here is our CSS, which is also very simple. Now to be able to toggle theme, first thing we have to do is instead of using hard-coded values, we are going to use CSS variables. So what I'm going to do is go at the top and say :root, and here we can declare CSS variables. The way you declare variable is say -- and then name. So let's say color -bg for background color, and then we can choose the color. So in my case, the first color is this one. Same way, we're going to say -- color-text equals to, and then the color. And I have 2 more color, which is this primary orange and light orange. So let's add them too. And then we can replace these hard-coded colors with our variables. So instead of this, we can say var --color-bg. We can say var --color-text. And we're going to do the same here. So this is our light color. So here I'm going to say var --color-light, and then this will be our primary color, var --color-primary. Same with this one. And for this, I don't need to use variable because no matter what the theme, this color will stay the same. So we're not going to be changing this. And now we can move into our JavaScript. I'm going to start by creating our themes. So we're going to say const themes equals to, it's going to be an array and then an object. And then here we're going to have our same variables, but in JSON format, like so. Basically whatever we have in our CSS, but we're representing that in JSON format. And then we want multiple themes, so what we can do is simply copy this 2 more times, and we're only going to change the colors. Okay, now we have our themes ready. All we have to do is when we click on a button, we just have to apply that theme. So let's start to implement that. So first we're going to target all our buttons. So we're going to say const theme select buttons equals to document.querySelectorAll, and our buttons had a class of theme select. So we can copy this and paste it here. And then we can say theme select buttons dot for each, and then we're going to get our button. Let's also get the index, and then it will be an arrow function. And then we can say button dot add event listener, and then we're going to listen for the click event. For now, let's just console log the index. So we can say console dot log index, and then if we inspect and click on a button, we get 0, 1, 2. And then we could also say themes and get the theme at that index. So now if I click on a button, we get the JSON, which is our theme in JSON format. So if I click on theme 2, we should get this one. And now we have to apply this in our CSS. So this should be overwritten by this if I click on 2, and this if I click on 3. So how do we do that? This is also very simple. So first we can say const selected theme. It will be themes at the index. And then we can say for const property of selected theme, and let's just try to console log the property, console.log property. Okay, we have to use in instead of of, and if I click on theme 2, here you'll see we get all the property name. And to get the value, we could also say selected theme and then property. Property is the key. So if I do this, and then let's click on theme 2, here we're getting the property name as well as the value, and we're getting all of them. So now we just have to apply them. So to do that, all we have to do is say document.documentElement.style.setProperty. And the property we want to set is the property, and the value is going to be this. And we don't need the console log anymore, so we can remove it. And let's try to click on our buttons. And now if we click, we can see our themes are changing. but we don't have any animations yet. So let's try to add the animation. So for that we're going to use view transition. So before the loop we can do a if check. So we're going to say if exclamation mark document dot start view transition. So what we're doing is checking if our browser does not support view transition. If it doesn't, we can just do this. But if it does support view transition, in that case we are going to say else document dot start view transition, and it will be a callback function. And here we're going to have the same loop. So copy this and paste it here, and you'll see it works the same, but we have a subtle animation. So the colors are fading in, but in CSS we can add whatever animation we want. So to do that, let's go to our CSS, and then here we're going to have to say colon and then view transition dash old, and we're going to target the root, which is going to be the old page. For example, this is the old page, and if I click on theme 3, then we should get the new view transition. So for the old one, we can simply say animation dash delay, and the delay of, let's say, 0.35 second. It should be double colon here since it's a pseudo element, and then we can copy this, and then we're going to target the new also. And for the new one, we're going to apply the animation here. So we're going to say animation, and for the animation, let's call it circle in. The duration can be 0.5 second, and the easing function can be ease in out. And then we can create our animations. We can say add keyframes. The animation name is circle in, and here we're simply going to have from and a to, and here we can animate any property that we want. So for example, I can say left, it's gonna start at, let's say, 100%, and the to will be 0. Save it, and now if we click on a theme, you'll see our themes are coming animated. But I don't want this one, I want a circular animation. So here instead of left, we're going to use clip path. So we're going to say clip path, and our clip path will be a circle. At first it will be 0%, it's gonna be at the very right side of the screen, so 100%, and the top will be 0, so 0%. And we can copy this, paste it here, and the 2 will be 100% and 50%, 50%, so center of the screen. Save it, and now if we click on a theme, you'll see our themes are animating in.